Hello everybody, Qzilla here. Welcome back to another episode of Monster Hunter Stories 2, Wings of Ruin. In the last episode, we completed both Zones 3 and Zone 4 of the Elder's Lair. In today's episode, we are going to be aiming to complete Zone 5. Here dwells a ferocious Velkhana, using all who cross it. Only those who defeat it may pass to the next zone. I received Meowster left his personal notes on Velkhana to me. Thing is, I may have left them over there. Sorry. If you collect all of the notes, they'd be a real help for sure. Also, it's chilly here, so don't forget the hot mist. A Velkhana, huh? Never seen one before, but I've heard stories. We could really use Red's notes to guide us here. Okay, so I think... Okay, so... I think we have to get Red's notes before we can go any further. So yeah, we'll need to look around for various chests to see if we can find the set of notes. Basically, they will tell you how the Velkhana will fight. And there's also various frosty monsters here. And I believe, so if you're looking for a high rank gamut, I believe it's protecting one of the notes. I think, I'm not too sure. Oh. Also, that is a monster that we do need to show off. Alright, so, because this is our first time finding a Fulgur Anjanath. So, Fulgur Anjanath. This is a Thunder Element subspecies of the Anjanath that was introduced in Monster Hunter World Iceborne. So, I should have swapped my weapons for this, but I didn't. That's my bad. But, Fulgur Anjanath is primarily, well, by default it uses power, but when enraged, it will use speed. Now, I fought this thing in a trial or online quest, I can't remember for sure. But, when it comes to its body part weakness, its body is weak to pierce only, its legs and tail are weak to slash and blunt, and its nose, when enraged, is weak to all three weapon types. So, I think we can... I'm not entirely sure how you can... I can't speak. But basically, you can find its eggs in Alaska. I don't think it spawns out in the wild of Alaska. But if you encounter it here, I think you can make it retreat by breaking the nose with an Ice Element attack to greatly boost retreat rate. So if you're having trouble finding a Fulgur Anjanath egg out in Alaska, just come out here and you should be able to find one. Alright, so yeah, now that it's done that, and I guess it's not really enraged, it's more so electrified. High voltage charge, okay. Well, I mean, it doesn't need to show that off. But yeah, Fulgur Anjanath was originally introduced in Monster Hunter World Iceborne as a subspecies of Anjanath that you fight, I think, around halfway through that storyline. Alright, so let's keep taking a look around and seeing what else is around here. Oh, yeah, no, see, there's the game. That monster's stopping us from getting through here. If only there was another way around. We're stubborn, dude. We're gonna fight this thing. So, like usual, Gammoth will only use power attacks. And it's weak to fire. And by default, it has a weakness to blunt only. Once all the snow is on its body and head are weak to blunt. Same with its legs. Its nose and tail are weak to slash only. That's the usual. I will admit, I did have to do quite a bit of online grinding just to get enough of the materials, or enough high rank Gammoth materials to upgrade all my Elder Frost Gammoth weapons. Also, the later title update monsters do need materials from other title update monsters. So, let's aim for the head. So Roberto breaks he breaks one of the body parts, I'm not sure which one. Alright, so I'm gonna have Ignition kick as well. Yeah, the body's gonna take a lot more time to try to break. So it's going to use Snow Stomp now. I'm gonna see if I can break the leg. Not entirely sure what happened. I'm not sure what will happen if you break all of its snow-covered body parts, because I don't think it's happened before. It's got a bunch of got a ton of health on all of its body parts. Like, I guess if you're with another player, you can break them all, and maybe that downs it. I'm not too sure. Roberto, you fool. Oh yeah, Roberto is also weak to ice moves, so be wary of that. Alright, so he's gonna finish off the fight with the Dragon Tremor Slash. And there we go. Gammoth defeated. Alright, so let's see now. So there will be various monsters that are kind of just like protecting the notes. So for example, Fulgur, Anjanath, and Gammoth are protecting some of the notes on Velkhana. I don't think you have to go through this place again in the Special Elders Lair. I think in that case you can just fight Velkhana straight on. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna keep the monkey out because it's funny. Alright, so that's about half of the set that we need. So I think more of the set will be up this way. Yeah, there's a set right here. Awesome. So we've only explored down here. I think the rest will be up here. But yeah, I'm fairly certain that feline will not let us pass until we get all of the documents, or all the notes. So you'll have to look around to get them, at least this first time. Again, I don't think you need them when going through the Special Elders Lair. Alright, so let's head this way. There's gotta be so I'm gonna head this way first, because I think actually no, I'm gonna check up this way just in case that's the way to the Velkhana. Because like the feline said, you can't just charge fearlessly straight forward, but I recommend trying to get all of Red's notes first. That way you're as prepared as possible in case you haven't been following these videos or have forgotten how to fight the Velkhana, or how to fight Velkhana, which, I mean, I'll cover again in the fight itself. Okay, so there's a chest over here with a glacial Agnactor guarding it. I think this counts as a boss encounter, so I can't fast or quick finish it. So, Glacial Agnactor. Since it's got no ice armor, it will by default use so by default it will use tech attacks when it doesn't have any ice armor. When it does get ice armor, it will swap using power attacks. In range, it will use speed attacks. So, drop my weapon over to the hammer. Attack the body. Alright, we should be getting pretty close to defeating it, because max out here along with powered up monsters is incredibly strong, trust me. I think even after it gets its ice armor, actually no, I think even if it's getting its ice armor overrides that. Yeah, it looks like getting the ice armor overrides its range. Break the body, down it. Destroy the head. And then I'm just gonna kick the skill on the tail. Alright. Now that we've defeated this Guardian, we can claim the set of notes behind it. Alright, so I think there should be probably one more chest up here. Alright, so head on up this way. Okay, so yeah, there's a chest with notes over here. Alright, so yeah, the chest is right here, and then let's look around and see if there's maybe one more, because I think we don't have all of them. Nabiru should say something if we get them all. Okay, so there's a Stygian Zinogre guarding this set. Alright. So, Stygian Zinogre. By default, it will use tech attacks. When in range, it will use speed attacks. When it comes to weapon type weaknesses, by default, it is weak to pierce. Its body is weak to pierce, its head is weak to blunt, and its tail is weak to slash only. Got an elemental weakness to thunder as well. So naturally we've got to get our favorite angry monkey. So destroy the tail. Now we can aim for the head. Oh no, it's angry. What will we do? I think what I will do is I will ride. And destroy the head if I can. And then just take the body. Basically just blitz it down. And there we go. Alright. I think it was guarding the last set of chests. Or notes. I think that's the last of the notes. But there's all the info on the Velkhana that we need to defeat. Or need to defeat it on there. Alright, so I think now if we head back to here and just go straight, that will lead us over to where Velkhana is. Alright, so I will say this. So the boss Velkhana here in the Elder's Lair fights much differently than they normally do. At least I think it does. Yeah, we sort of ways to walk, okay. So we have to... I should probably stop checking the map so often. I'll know when I get there. But... I do want to say that I am a little disappointed that we did not get an expansion like what we were promised. Because if you don't know... So the devs for Stories 2 said that the game sold well enough. I think within a certain time frame, but I think just overall, then what would happen is they would develop a DLC expansion pack for it, similar to Iceborne for World and Sunbreak for Rise. Sadly, that did not happen. Instead, we just got the 5 title updates. Whoa, it's so cold here. My tail's starting to look like an icicle. Velkhana's gotta be close now. I'm sure it is, but I think a lot of monsters that people would have wanted, including stuff from Rise, would have been included in the expansion pack, or expansion had it come to fruition. Yes, Velkhana gets her own sweet little cutscene. Alright, Velkhana! So... That's a Velkhana! The power! Are we really going to fight such a monster? Grandpa, so it should be useful. Get them carefully from the item menu. Alright, so... Velkhana is interesting. So... Her body is weak to slash only, her tail pierce only, and her head blunt only. So... I believe... by default, she will actually use power attack this time. Yeah, by default, she will use... well, she's got a specific type order. Going... I believe power, and then speed, and then she will do one of 2 moves. If she does tail sting, she will then do 2 tech attacks afterwards. If she does, Hyper Freeze, it will be a power move, and then it will be... okay, so I think going for Hyper Freeze. Yeah, she is. Okay. Thank you, Roberto. So yeah, then she'll use 2 speed moves. I'm gonna ride. Yeah, she'll then use 2 speed moves, and then I think... not sure what she does afterwards, though. Also, as you can see, she hits like a truck. I think she's gonna use Freezing Fog. I'm not too sure. So, an immediate powerful attack will follow up with power, speed. Tail Sting will follow with 2 technical attacks. Watch out for Hyper Freeze will follow with 2. Choosing Freezing Fog, it will be tech and power. That's the time to use Pinch of Spells. After the 6th turn of Freezing Fog, it leads a big attack, break the fog before that happens. It doesn't go to head-to-head, you can assume it's gearing up for a powerful attack. Use these attack types, one for the head, slash for the body, fifth for the tail. This works. Fire is a good idea. Okay, so it's going for tail today. So we got knocked off, but that's alright.
Here we go.
Alright, broke the body. Alright, hair showdown. We're gonna win this like usual. I'm already pre-mashing. Velkhana cannot beat me. There we go, we win those. Oh wow, we're dealing a ton of damage to her. Right, so I'm gonna swap to my hammer and aim for her head. Yeah, she'll do 2 tech attacks now. Now I'm gonna ride. So clash with her on this. Alright, now I think she's gonna be going for freezing fog. So yeah, freezing fog mantle. So we are going to want to just use Meteor Strike to try to completely destroy that. And hey, we won! Alright.
Oh, no biggie, right?
No biggie at all, Roberto. We did it, partner! With just a little help from Red, too. Return to the Zone 5 Watchpaw? Yes, sir! And that was, an interesting fight. Even with the help of his nose, to best of Velkhana is an impressive feat. And so you've completed the trial here. Proceed to Zone 6. You're almost at the final zone, Feren. Yep, we are now halfway there. I'll see all of you in Zone 6. Goodbye.